Hello guys, welcome to another lesson of our QuickBooks tutorial series, Learn QuickBooks from Scratch. In this lesson, I will discuss how to record the expenditure process. Let's go! If you're new to this channel, please click the subscribe button and notification bell to get updated on our QuickBooks and MS Excel lessons. Okay, so in business, the first thing you need to do before you operate is to acquire the necessary things needed in the business operation, like acquiring property, plants, and equipment, and inventory for sale. Okay, so there are two types of expenditure, the capital expenditure and the revenue expenditure. Capital and expenditures or CAPEX are those spending for the acquisition of assets useful for more than 1 year or long-term assets. Meanwhile, the revenue expenditures are those spending for short-term benefits like payment of rent or the purchase of assets that can only be used for less than 1 year. Okay, to record the acquisition of long-term assets, we need to create first an account for those assets. Okay, so go to chart of accounts. Then create new account for property, plant, and equipment. Okay, create new. Then select fixed asset. Okay, then continue. Then create property, plant, and equipment. Okay, then click save and close. Okay, so other assets should be a sub account for the property, plant, and equipment. Just like the building, furnitures, and equipment and machinery. To do that, drag the building under the property, plant, and equipment, including the furniture and fixture. Then, okay, drag to the right. Okay, so the building, furniture, and equipment and the machineries are now under the or a sub account of property, plant, and equipment. So we need to add another asset. Okay, fixed asset, then land. Okay, then click. Then you can also select sub account of property, plant, and equipment. Okay, save and close. Okay, same effect. And you need also to add accumulated depreciation for every depreciable asset, just like the building. You can drag this one, the accumulated depreciation, here. Okay, and okay, the accumulated depreciation. Then drag it to the building. Then drag it to the right. Okay, so you can rename the accumulated depreciation. You can edit the account. Building. Okay, then click OK. I save and close. Okay, you can also do that to the other account. So we need to add another account, accumulated depreciation, fixed asset, then continue, accumulated depreciation. Sub account of, okay, furniture and save and close. Furniture or F, and we will rename that account later, furniture and fixture. Okay, F and F. Okay, then save and close. Rename our furniture and equipment to furniture and fixture. Okay, you can right click the account, then edit account. Okay, then rename it to furniture and fixture. Then save and close. Okay, so we'll create later for the machinery and office equipment. Next is to add a list for the fixed asset. Okay, go to list and fixed assets item list. Then add new item for the land. Okay, for example, land number 1. Okay, so you can okay, the asset account is land. Okay, then the purchase description is a address of the land. Okay, Jupiter Street. Okay, your city. Okay, so the purchase date is, say, October 1. Then item is not sold. Okay, you do not check this one. Okay, so the cost of the land is, example is 5 million. Okay, so asset description, 3 hectare land. Okay, Jupiter Street, your city. Okay, so you can add also the location. Okay, you can copy this one. Okay, then click OK. Okay, so that would be our fixed asset for now. Okay, so to record the purchase of, for example, the building and the land, we'll use a form. Okay, go to company, then homepage. Okay, so we'll use right check because we will use the cash we received from the bank loan and the cash invested by the owner. Okay, so click right check. Okay, so in the bank account, select Bank A checking here. Okay, the ending balance should be 20 million. And click items. Okay, then the pay to the order of, for example, Kampugan Boyet. Okay, then select item, building, then another item, land. Okay, the date should be October 1. Okay, then save and close. Okay, so go to your chart of account. So the balance of your land and building should be 5 million and 15 million. Okay, so all in all, the property, plant, and equipment has a balance of 20 million. So go back to the home page. It will record the acquisition of the other long-term asset. Um, okay, so we can use interbills. So we will assume that our we will purchase it on a credit basis. Okay, so we'll add a additional item on our fixed asset item list. We will add additional computer and furniture and fixture for the tables and chair. Okay, click new. Okay, computer 2. Okay, so office computer. Okay, so office computer. Then location office. Okay, then click next. Okay, so we'll assign an account for this computer, office equipment. Okay, then click next. Okay, okay, for the date should be, let's say, October 8. Okay, then the cost should be say 50,000. Okay, then click next. Then tables and chairs. Okay, so if you want to specify your table number, your chair number, you can do that. But in this lesson, we will use tables and chairs for the tables and chairs of the office. Okay, so office or the furniture and office furniture. Okay, so the date is October 8. Cost is 60,000. Office furniture. Location office. Okay, then click next. We'll add another computer for the store. Okay, computer 3. Store computer. Okay. Okay, so the cost, let's say 45,000. Okay, store. And also, tables and chair for the store. 2. Okay. $20,000. Okay. Store furniture. Then click OK. Okay, so these are our additional assets. Okay, so to acquire the assets, go to company, then homepage. So you have two options here. You can use purchase orders or you can use inter bills. So as a good practice, use purchase order so that you can monitor the order you send to your vendor. Okay, so use purchase order. Click purchase order. Then vendors. So we'll add a vendor for the office supply. Click add new. To say King Office Supplies. Okay, then we'll just add info later, or we'll add the address for this company, and click edit. So address should be Mars Street. Okay, your city. Then click OK. Okay. Then click OK. Okay, so item, select an item. Computer 1, computer 2, computer 3, tables and chair, tables and chair 2. Okay, you cannot edit the quantity here. Okay, then the PO number should be 1 and the date is October 1. Okay, then this is the address of the vendor and this is the address of your company. Okay, then click save and close. At this stage, the fixed asset and payable are not yet recorded in the book, since purchase order form is a non-posting form. The asset will be recorded together with the payable when the company receive the item. So to receive the item, click enter bills. You can also use this one, receive inventory without a bill or without a invoice. But if the invoice was delivered together with the item, so click enter bills. So we will assume that vendor's invoice was delivered together with the item. So enter bills. Then at the top, click bill. Okay. Then select a vendor. Then select the King Office Supplies. Okay, so a dialog box will appear. A reminder that this vendor has an open purchase order. Okay, open purchase exists for this vendor. So just click yes. Okay, so this is the purchase order we created a while ago. PO number 1. Just click here. Okay, put a tick mark in this area. Then click OK. And the item will automatically appear in our working area here. Okay, then type a reference number. For example, sales invoice 2569. Okay, then the date is October 8. Okay, so the terms 2%, 10, and net 30. Okay, then click save and close. Okay, just click no. Okay, so we'll check our chart of accounts. Okay, so the accounts payable of 200,000 was already posted, and also the office equipment, okay, 200,000. Okay, so since our last transaction did not involve inventory for sale, so that will be considered as non-trade transaction. So we will modify our recording of the transaction by transferring the account to a non-trade accounts payable. But before that, we will add an account for non-trade accounts payable. Okay, click account, then new, then accounts payable, continue. Okay, accounts payable, non-trade. Okay, then click save and close. Okay, so go back to our home page, then click enter bills, then click the previous button here at the top to find our previous transaction, which is this one. Okay, as you observe, we have already two accounts payable here. Okay, so select accounts payable non-trade. Okay, click OK. Then save and close. Okay, click yes. Okay, so the last step is to pay the vendor. So suppose the company made a partial payment on October 15. Okay, so click pay bills. Okay, then from the list, select the vendor you want to pay. In this case, there's only one, the King Office Supplies. Okay, check. Then type here the amount to pay. For example, the company made a 100,000 partial payment for the purchase. Okay, then um, okay, October 15. Then the account, the cash account should be Bank A Savings because our checking account has zero balance. Okay, so click pay selected bills. Okay, click done. So, okay, next is recording of inventory for sale. So before that, we will add more items. Go to list, then item list, then item, then new. So we'll add an inventory part. Okay, so we'll add car paint. Okay, let's say 3 key car paint, 1 gallon. Okay, then um, description is car paint. The cost is 4,000 per gallon, and the sales price is 5,500 per gallon. Okay, income account is sales. Then asset account is merchandise inventory. Then click next. Tire, good boy. Tire R16. Okay, so the cost is 9,500. Then the selling price is 11 or 12,000. Okay, click next. Then another item, TP R16. Cost is 13,500 and the selling price is 16,000. Then add a service item, repair service. Okay, we will keep the rate open. Okay, we'll just edit the rate during our sales transaction. Okay, so click OK. Next is to record the acquisition of these items. Go to company, then home page. Okay, so basically the procedure is similar to the what we did in the acquisition of the fixed assets. Okay, so go to purchase order form. Okay, so click purchase orders. Then select a vendor. Okay, so for tire, we will select GC Enterprise. Okay, tires and rim. Okay, so for tire, the quantity is 40. Okay, then for the rim is also 40. Okay, then save and the date is October 1. Okay, save and new. Then another purchase order for lightning, um, car paint, engine oil, then oil filter. Okay, so for car paint, 50 gallons, engine oil 100, and oil filter 100. Then save and close. To record the item receipt with vendor's invoice, go to enter bills, then select an account. So this is a trade accounts payable. So our accounts is accounts payable. Okay, then select a vendor. Okay, JC. Okay, so an open purchase order exists for this vendor. Yes. Then click the PO number 2. Then click OK. Okay, the date is October 5. Okay, reference number sales invoice 54656. Okay, then save and new. Then for lightning, save and close. Okay, the next step is to pay our vendor or pay the supplier. But before that, let us assume that the owner made an additional investment. Okay, so we will record that using the um, general journal. Okay, so go to company, then make general journal entries. Okay, bank A checking 1 million, then owner's capital or owner's equity, then save and new. Okay, let us not use the owner's equity because that is a retained earning account. Okay, let us use the opening balance. Or we can create a owner's equity for the name of the owners. Okay, so add new, then equity, QB, equity. Okay, so that is the initial of our owner, QB, equity. Okay, save and close. Okay, so 1 million, then save and new. Okay, so another transaction is to transfer the savings account to a petty cash fund. Okay, so add petty cash account. Okay, so bank, continue, petty cash. Okay, save and close. Okay, 20,000. Then bank savings. Then save and close. Okay, establish petty cash fund. Then click pay bills. Okay. Then select the AP account, select accounts payable. Okay. So, okay. So let us assume that um, the company make a partial payment for JC. For example, 200,000. Okay. So the date is October 15. For lightning, say 100,000. Okay. Then the bank account, select bank A checking. Okay. Click pay selected bills. Okay, so if you want to edit the payment, for example, if you make a mistake, instead of 100,000, it should be 100 or 90,000. So to edit the payment, go to write checks. Okay, write checks. Then select a bank account, which is a checking, bank A checking. Then find your payment here using this um, arrow. Okay, this one for lighting. Okay, instead of 100,000, it should be 90,000. Okay, so 90,000. Okay, then click save and close. Then check your item list. Okay, go to list, item, list. So there you have, these are the quantity on hand for these items. Okay, for 3 key car paint, 50, which is 50 later. Okay, okay, so quantity on hand and the quantity on sales order here. Okay, our last topic is the recording of expenses. Go to company, then homepage. Okay, for prepaid expense and small expenses, we'll use the write checks form. And for the accrued expenses, we'll use the enter bills. Okay, so for prepaid expense, click write checks. For example, we paid our insurance in advance. So create a new vendor. Okay. Sure Insurance. Okay. Bill address is Galaxy Street, your city. Okay, then click OK. Then, instead of items, we select expenses here. Okay, click on account. Okay, so we don't have prepaid expense account, so we'll add one asset. Okay, so other current asset, prepaid insurance. Okay, save and close. Okay, 24,000 for 1 year insurance. Insurance policy. Okay, then save and new. Okay, so for small expenses just like transportation, meals, we'll use the petty cash account. Okay, so petty cash. Okay, to pay to the order of, okay, for example, our cord pasahe, an employee of the company. Okay, so travel expense, 500. Okay, then meals, 500. Okay, so the date should be October 31. Okay, save and close. To record the accrued expense or expenses that already incurred but not yet paid, just like our um, electricity bills and water bills. Okay, so click enter bills. Okay, so we will select accounts payable non-trade. Okay, we'll add a new vendor here for the city light and power. Okay, city light and power. Okay, so bill number. Okay, then select expenses. We will add light and water expense. Okay, 25,000. The due date of the bill is um, October 15. I know November 15. Okay, then save and close. Then go to your chart of accounts. So as you observe, there are no balances for your income and expense account because these accounts are connected to your retained earnings account. Okay, so to track the balances the company owed to the vendor, go to the vendors center. So click vendors, then vendor center. Okay, so these are the um, amounts owed by the company to the vendor. So if you click the balance, so you will see the details here. Okay, so that's all for now. The next lesson is we will record the sales of these items. So if you have questions, please write in the comment section below. Have a good day!